Hello YouTube, Wesley from Vanguard Foxball here to bring you a deck profile of what I have so far in Nova Grappler. As you can see, 2 days into the season, we're Legend 12, rank 274, and I'm finding decent success with the Nova Grappler deck I have so far. If you watched my polls video, I didn't get that lucky with my polls. So I'll show you what I have so far and what I think the deck will be in the end after I craft everything. So this is what I have so far, and I've had great success, including like a 21 win streak yesterday. And I'll go over the deck. So I only pulled one perfect riser, and I crafted 2 more. I don't suggest playing this deck unless you have 3, the riser version at least. So we'll go over the deck. So obviously we start off with our Battle Riser. It's a riser named for Perfect Riser, and if you guys don't know what Perfect Riser does, when you have 4 or more cards with the riser name in the soul, he gets a critical, and he also gets plus 3k for each riser in that soul. So you generally just want to have him have 4 risers in the soul. So he's at 23k, swinging with a crit every turn. So you can keep them at 3 damage and get perfect guards out of their hands by swinging with Vanguard, because the game will always perfect guard a critical 2 crit attack when you're at 3 damage. His second skill, Counterblast 2 to add a Battle Riser, which is your starter. This just makes it out of thin air. It's not from your deck, so it's just Counterblast 2 to make a Battle Riser and add it to your hand. And the last effect is just put all risers in your rear guards into the soul. So generally I actually don't boost with my starter to put him back in the deck. I generally actually just keep him on the field, and then if you have 2 Counterblasts open, when you ride Perfect Riser, you get another copy of your starter. And then you put both of those into the soul, and that's already 2 risers. And if you were riding up with grade 1 riser, either burst riser or not what I meant to click. Either burst riser or riser custom for grade 1, and in this case trans riser for grade 2, or high power riser custom, then we have 4 risers right off the bat, very easily. So because of that, we play all 4 copies of both risers in grade 1. And then ideally we want 4 copies of both risers in grade 2, but I only have 4 of the trans risers and 1 copy of the high power custom. So that's what I have so far. I'm running all draws, 9 draws, because I need to actually draw into these perfect razors with me only having 3 in deck. And realistically, the best ride target by far for grade 3. Your backup grade 3 is this guy, but he's not ideal. You can still win games, you're a lot better with Perfect Riser. So we run all draws to hopefully draw into that, and we also run Street Bouncer for that reason. He can be an early draw that doesn't require Counterblast. You rest him, and usually I rest my starter when I have high power custom or brutal jack as my Vanguard. I can usually hit without my starter boosting, so I get an extra draw that way. Now I run 3 brutal jacks because I just have 3 brutal jacks. And then for my last grade 2, I run Death Army Lady. You can also run 10k vanillas here if you don't have Death Army Lady. In some situations, 10k vanilla might actually even be better. You can also run Counterblast on Flipper, the 9k that on place unflips damage. So those are all fine options for the grade 2 slot. For last grade 1 slot, I put a Tough Boy here, 8k vanilla, probably best in slot, in my opinion. And then for grade 3s, for the heal triggers, we run Death Metal Droid. He's just good when you need a 13k attacker late game. If you put him behind a 7k booster, or even if you can counterblast 1 to make this guy 8k to hit 21, 13 plus 8 for 21. And for the same reason, we run Cosmo Lord. I wish I can run more of him, but I only have 1 copy. So yeah, this is the list for what I have so far. And then I will show you what I want the deck to be. So this is what I want the deck to be. So what has changed, as you can tell, we have more high-powered Riser customs. And we have our last copy of Perfect Riser. Ideally, I don't know if a 4th Brutal Jack is better or the second Death Army Lady. That I have to test. But because I don't have the 4th copy of Brutal Jack, I'm not going to craft that. The final copy has 3 Brutal Jacks anyways. And then I also have 4 Azura Kaisers in the final copy, which replaces the as a backup grade 3, which is a lot better than the one we were running. But what can you do? You can also see here we're running 4 crit now that we have the full deck, and that's because we have a lot more grade 3 options. We don't have just we have 4 Perfect Risers, and also Azura Kaiser is a lot better backup grade 2, and I don't feel bad riding into him. So we can afford to run the 4 crit, which is really good for Perfect Riser when you're keeping them at 3 damage. You can attack with Vanguard, and if you get a crit and they just happen not to have a perfect guard, you can just kill them at that moment, doing 3 damage. So yeah, so this is what I got for my final copy, what I want it to be. I'm aiming to craft some more Perfect Risers soon with the upcoming double drop for the character fights for the very hard mode. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this deck profile, and like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, go ahead, throw in the comments section below, as with like more card options if you guys don't have certain cards. I will definitely read all the comments and will reply to any questions you guys have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.